This is Darth Coonstyle back on the NovaTrails server. I've got quite a few new subs, and I know it's been a couple weeks since I last put up a video, and the reason is, to be honest, I've been doing so little on Minecraft lately. It's been like in 1 and 2 hour spurts compared to my normal, oh, let me do a project for 4 or 5 hours and record the progress. So everything has been so spread out that it's been very difficult to piece together a coherent episode. A lot of the things I've been doing have just been odds and ends. So what my goal in this episode is just give a little bit of a recap. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to my camera account and going to fly around a little bit, and I'm going to give some commentary, especially for those who probably haven't seen everything. We are on episode 18 now, which is quite a long while, actually, for me. I was actually going back reviewing some of the videos and seeing what I missed, and like I said, I was going to talk about this or show this, and then I ended up skipping it because the footage wasn't great, or all the little technicalities. So basically that's what this episode's going to be. Is it's just going to be a little bit of a recap episode, and we're going to discuss some future plans while we're at it. So I will go ahead and jump over and see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, I am back. I switched over to my brand new camera account that I just got a day or so ago, and yeah, so I figured this would be a nice way to be able to show off some of the builds, seeing some stuff in some unconventional ways. So this down here is the nether. Uh, Actually, this will be the spawn chunks portal right down here. Let's go ahead and pop down. And as you can see, it's just a portal right now. A little bit of quartz used. Kind of figure this is going to be a nice little welcome area. I can't get much more bright and welcoming than what's going on over here. So from here, the Nether Hub Central is down that way. And then here is uh, it's a train line basically. And I use some glass and stuff out here to where you can kind of see out into the nether. Not really much to see. Maybe eventually we can add some stuff out here just to give something to see, but that's plans down the line. Let's see what else here. Um, Over here you can see I switched over to glass again so you can see out to the it's just a little tunnel. And what it's designed to do is just give a little shortcut to over here from the other end of the what's it called? This is the quartz tunnel. Let's see. Directionality is the east tunnel. So that's Lone and Raven and Kenny's build over there. So um, nice little tunnel design, very simple but effective. I wasn't trying to go get tons of diorite and andesite and everything else, so I just used a stone and what I had left over from this room. And this room, I kind of it was originally supposed to be a little smaller, but then I made these arches, and then I decided to add a quartz ceiling in here. And if you pop out here, kind of looks cool. I actually kind of want to install shaders on this account, but we'll wait for 1.9 to be a little bit more matured. But and this is all stuff I've been working on for like recently. It's not whatever. So we'll pop over here, and as you can see, this is another continuation of this tunnel, and there will be more rails going down through here. And that's what the sides are going to look like probably, or either that or alternating like that, going back and forth. Um, is anyone else on the server? Let's pop over to where I am. I swore I heard gas shooting. Anyways, um, we'll go ahead and pop back over here real quick. And yeah, the whole idea of this is that you jump on a line, it takes you down to here, and then you have a choice. You can go to the Nether portal or Nether fortress, which is absolutely massive. Um, it's well over 200 blocks long in places, and it's obviously been explored a little bit, but we got a lot more to do. So I'm not actually going to spend too much time over here unless I'm doing something on the actual building or anything. So let's pop back over here through this tunnel. And if you guys watched on the Zul'jin Patreon server, we actually loaned Bigfoot right before we all left the server. Um, Created this awesome, or finished this awesome arena, and we never got to use it. So we decided we were going to go ahead and import it. And the place we're going to import it's right over here. Now I can't go through portals right now, so um, there's nothing to see there. It's just a big desert next to the ocean. So, but yeah, I really like how these tunnels kind of like match, but each one is kind of themed. And that's obviously, I mean, you can kind of tell, I think, with this over here. That's what I'm going to do again. Probably not going to use so much nether brick. It's very expensive, very hard to make. Even though I've dug all this out, I've used so much nether brick, it's ridiculous. Um, all right, so next part that we did is this is all what I've been working on in the last, oh, geez, not very long actually. Um, all right, and here is the first thing I worked on the server. Little hidey hole area. That's where all my storage was for it. This right here was where the first nether portal came out on the server. And I built a little out here to where it was blocked off to where gas couldn't get to us. But as you can see, the terrain here is very interesting. It's 1.9 terrain apparently because I'd never seen this much soul sand and gravel on 1.8 at all. Um, Little hidden area back here that was going to be used, but decided to put the portals right here for the spawners instead. Kind of just fit with that corner perfectly without even trying. But this is the Nether Hub. Now, this Nether Hub is about, I don't know, 2 weeks worth of mining and building. um, the quartz, a lot of this quartz I got just from mining out the ceiling to get it up to this level. As you can see, maybe from out here, a good more than half of this was all encased in actual netherrack, so I had to take all of it out. And another little tidbit about 1.9 is that the quartz is a lot more abundant than it was in 1.8, or at least it seems so. So there's that. What else have we worked? Oh, um, this is a fairly new addition. It was added on within the last month by me. This is the banner room. Right now, there's room for what, six, seven more people. Invite only by the members of the server. Um, and if need be, later on down the line, we can add a couple over here. This will be a place where whenever we come up with the banner design for the actual server, we'll put that there. Maybe like a established date or something like that. And I kind of went with glass here so you could walking through, you can see up through. It'll look really awesome with connected textures with Optifine if I ever can get Forge to update to 1.8 or 1.9. Other than that, most of these tunnels are fairly basic. I'm not going to show off anything anyone else has done in this, so don't worry if you're watching. Well, I take that back. I'm going to show one thing. 6E actually just finished this. I made a little room here. This was originally going to be the banner hall, but then we decided to uh, use some piston exploits to punch our way up through the roof of the nether. So that's awesome. Um, so that's what this is going to be. So obviously, as tall as I wanted to make that banner room, it wouldn't have worked over here anymore. So switch sides. Oh, too far down. So just a little nether chicken cooker. It's a fairly safe area where you can just be, especially since I've got everything pretty much spawn proof. There shouldn't even be pigment in here for the most part, unless we're talking up there once it's finished, anyways. Um, this was the bane of my existence. I think I covered this in my second episode. Um, Building this tunnel out over this absolutely massive lava lake. To be honest, this, like, I got to right here and I looked across. You can't even see the other end, and it made me so sad. Like, it was absolutely horrible. Um, but I ended up going ahead and completing it, and then we found the other side. Um, Haven't seen it yet, but there is a rail line down through the middle of this. And it will connect over to this little sub hub area, which I think I did in the third or fourth episode. Actually, I think I did it off camera. I believe this episode was one of those that were I would record and then I stop and then I'd record and stop, and it took me about 4 days to do this. And by that point, the actual, in my opinion, the episode was horrible, so I actually didn't post it. And then this tunnel goes out towards the north, and I have glass in there for everything. This right here is a squid farm. Works pretty good. Get about a stack and a half every 2 to 3 minutes, which ain't too bad. Dark oak forest. You'll see me over there sometimes. I might actually record sometimes, and you'll see me in a dark oak forest. That would be it. And here is my base, but we'll come back to that. This continues down, and then you got Kelator's base. Got a little path over here up to the jungle biome. And then down here is WCA's compound. I told him I would help him out with this a little bit if he wanted, digging it out and everything. But and this is the path to the Prismarine farm, if you can't tell with the dark Prismarine and stuff. But I'll have to show that to you later. And let's see here. This is going down to work in progress, which I will not show until he gives me permission to. Um, and then this is to his actual base. So, nice little area for him. Um, in regards to Kelator's base, if we come over here, his is a sky base. And we actually connected our tunnels. And we're working on a joint collab area for an iron farm. It's AFKable. It gets pretty good yields, and we'll show that here in a little bit too. So this is my compound. Now, obviously, I've got like an enchanting table and stuff like that. Back here, probably in a few episodes, we'll be having another cooker. I've got a path down that stays within loaded chunks, I do believe, but it basically takes you down to right over here, where I can load up tons of lava, throw it in carts, and send it back up to the top, and then we'll have pretty much unlimited fuel. Main reason I never worked on it was because I never had iron, but now I have an iron farm, and now I'm getting all the other things that were backlogged that I was waiting for because of iron, like those rail lines that we were talking about earlier. So, from there, I'm going to have to cut here. We're going to have to bring my main account down, go into the overworlds where I can connect over to them. So, we'll do that, and I will return here in a moment. And we're back. So this is where it all started for my new base. Brought all my inventory from all the three other places that I had. This now, keep in mind, we went on. I think it was in episode 5 or 6. We went through and did a search for a base, and this was the place I ended up picking. And the reason is that it is a mountainous taiga biome. I think that's what they call it. Let's see. Oh, Savannah, I'm sorry. Savannah Mountainous. Yeah, that works. So, but here is my first project out here, and the only project I've really worked on, besides getting the portals all installed through the Nether Hub. Now, it started off with this nice little arch, goes all the way up and over, and then I built on from there. So, this is my storage area. Call it the storage saucer. From out here, kind of looks a little strange, I guess. Kind of the goal. um, and there will be some mundane storage. I still haven't finished it, but It's one of those things where I start on a project, then I go back and finish another project. So when I get bored or whenever 40 episode necessitates it. But this is a fully active storage system, and basically through any items in here, pop through here. There is a silent or dropper elevator. Goes up to this point. This is technically an overflow, just in case. I didn't have to put it here, but I did anyways. And then from here, it just goes all the way around and wraps around the build. And each one of these is one of the overflow uh, conscious ones. So, in other words, if this is completely full, signal strength will never get strong enough to come over here and wreck this side. So, it's kind of nice. Um, and the other part of this project that I worked on, there's actually two different lines. We'll pop down here and take a look. That go down this central pillar. Now, this pillar I added in as an afterthought. I wasn't really originally going to have one, but I thought it would be amazing to be able to have a minecart system that would automatically bring all my items up and put them into my storage system automatically whenever I'm mining. So that's what this beast is. Whenever the cart gets up here, the hopper, the comparator, will sit there and go ahead and turn this bad boy off. The minecart will sit there until it's empty, and then it'll turn back on. And here's an override in case I need it, but whatever. On top of that, it actually automatically sorts out iron ore, gold ore, and coal ore. And I made some no balls out of snowballs because each one of these counts as 16 in an inventory. Or not 16, it counts as 4. So if you put 2 of each in there, these items will never come through the system. So that means less items have to sit in the hopper. Really useful, especially with gold ore, because it's not as whatever. But from there, it goes into these furnaces, automatically smelts. Also, the coal automatically fills in too. And then from there, it goes right back into the storage system, automatically sorts, and comes out in either over here or I think I have a gold one over here. Yeah, right over here. So that's all auto smelted coal or gold and stuff. So I figure maybe make a bedroom or something over here. I'm not sure. But this is just my little homely kind of big and whatever. And as you guys can tell, I like to build big. So, um, but anyways, going back to the minecart system, one will take you down on the other side, and then this one that you can't really see comes over here, and basically these alternate going down. Um, so as you can see, psychedelic. Each row has its own minecart that goes up and down, and then once you get down to here, um, the one minecart comes over here, and here it is actually. I have it on override right now, so it actually shuts down the system so this cart's not going back and forth constantly. Whenever I'm mining, I can just come over here, throw items right into this chest. It'll load into that minecart through a hopper right there. The minecart currently only has one item in it, but when it's in normal operation, once this hopper is empty, it will automatically pull that back. The cart goes on its way, goes all the way up top, and yes, it stays loaded from down here. So this is just my mine. Um, got quite a bit more I can do out of it. And I think, oh, and then this direction is my original mine. Um, so it goes on for quite a while. As you guys can see, I've put time in mining. Um, so, and then this comes back up into that area that we originally were in, because this was my base of operations before I had the sorting system for a very long time. So weird seeing yourself. Used to having a camera account yet. So as you can see, I was using this as my storage area, which worked fine for what it was. But I wanted to get a decent thing, and I still have stuff over here that needs to go over into the sorting system, or like I need to make a place for string, I need to make a place for bone meal. Um, um, I think I actually have places for a lot of this stuff, but I never like some of it's gone. So, but anyways, and I also had furnaces here, but now I have all that stuff up there, so it works great. Um, but what I really love about this area is just how like it was just calling for something to be built. With that lake in the middle and then mountains all around it. And then my next project, I think I'm going to work on over here. If I finish that first, I'm not sure. So I kind of want to build something right in here. Another little thing area that says build something here. So I'm not sure what yet. I kind of have a few ideas. But then there is our collab. Oh, and by the way, the desert area is over here. And this goes on in that direction for nearly 1,000 blocks. So it's an absolutely massive desert. This desert actually connects up to where the desert is that is connected to at the end of the normal tunnel on the south side. In that little sub hub area where I'm going to have that rail line connecting into. Yeah, it goes that far in the overworld. So, um, but then another thing that has been distracting me, and I've been slowly working on, the lower half was easy. Come on, yep, load, you can do it. Flying around fast. Um, is the iron farm. Now, this, as you saw in another, is kind of halfway in between mine and Kelator's base, which that's kind of like the tip of it there. Beautiful build. I don't know. I really like it. See his sky base kind of popping out there. But we'll leave that for another time. This is a fully AFKable 4 village, actually it's 5 village, um, iron farm. Basically, what happens is that we have villagers and these little containers. Wow, they bred. Or zombie got in on our side. Anyways, and there's the doors. And this basically, what is it? I think it's 2, 4, 6. It's a 48 door village each. So this is just far enough away to where it's not considered a part of that village, and so on and so forth. So I need to actually finish building the other three. And as you can see, getting villagers up here, I actually used the regular nether portal through my base. There's a village that out in that direction that I've been breeding villagers at and everything else. So, and then bringing them over here. And these guys have just been sitting up here because um, that's what's left over from when I took villagers over to that bad boy. And that's the most time consuming. Like these pads really aren't that bad. As you can see, I started on one over here, and the only problem is that I don't like heights. Can't really tell by the size of my builds, but for some reason I just don't like heights. So I'll be up here, and I'm just like, so it took everything I had to get that done. I just don't like it. I don't know why. Call me a baby, but whatever. So and this is where you come into the iron farm normally. Um, there's a lava blade and all of that. It's just a flat place at lava. Um, and basically, what happens is that they spawn inside of here on one of these two levels. The water sources push them to the middle part, and the server's about to restart. And then they get transported over to here. I was hoping actually they may not load because I'm in here. Oh, 60's here. Then they should be loading. Hmm. Surprised there's no one none in the tunnels. Usually there's at least one. Anyways, server's about to restart. I will be back in just a moment. And we are back with the tour. Um, Sorry about that. We actually, because of the 1.9 previously being so unstable, we had it set up to automatically restart every few hours, which sucks for AFKing for poor 60. He was AFKing for some iron. We just got done using a bunch of hoppers in that one build. But yeah, this is just a very simple iron farm. I was afraid to go too extravagant because at the time when we started building this, it was unsure of what was going to be made or broken in 1.9. I didn't want to go putting all of the resources and time into building a Titan and then have them one snapshot just break something. So there's a golem. So yeah, he'll just go over here to the middle and let's just wait. I know I'm morbid, but let's watch him die. So he just kind of plops over slowly. He's trying to walk away, but he's getting pushed in the opposite direction. Um, this these pressure plates actually keep the water from flowing backwards, so it just becomes one continuous. And since he's too wide, and no matter where he's standing on these, he gets pushed in one direction or the other. So he falls down inside, starts taking damage, and watch his stuff spread out. Sound right? Watch his gold or iron. Well, it probably got absorbed immediately. But yeah, so it works good. It's good enough for like what we need it for. Someone's AFKing over here constantly. Um, it actually fills up quite fast. So having 3 double chests of iron plus all the hoppers back behind it full is nothing really to sneeze at. I mean, I'm not building with iron blocks, so like for making rails and everything else, this is more than sufficient. Um, so uh, down the line, I will have all these done maybe. I was actually going to see if I could enlist some help because I just too. But we'll see. I got the lower half done, so that's good enough for right now. Now, let's see here. I think that's about it for my base. I mean, like I said, I got plans. I'm going to actually have this go down into the water and have glass so you can actually see down to the ground. And I'm going to put some farms underground. Some maybe grab some villagers since I have them so close. Some farmers, make them do some farming for me, make them do my bidding. Wahaha. But yeah, I've spent so much time in another and trying to get things ready for anyone and making transport easy for everyone else. I really kind of neglected my own area. Um, and that's kind of another reasons why I really haven't put out videos as of late. So I'm finally getting to the point now where I think I can start working on this base area again, and I've got ideas. And one of the ideas is I now have a camera account, obviously. So instead of always feeling like I'm just skipping and being like, okay, well, they didn't see any building. Now I can just set this bad boy up right over here, like so. And when I'm building a tower up out of the, or building lines across, I can record it and you guys can witness what I do fast forward. So I think that'll be a nice little addition to the channel. And then, like I said, I just say I need to finish some stuff, and it's not that I have run out of ideas. It's more along the lines of I just haven't had time. So I do apologize for that, but I'm going to go ahead and cut here, log off the camera account, get my account going again, and be back with you very shortly. And we're back. I'm just getting done with the conversation with WC anyways. We actually, since I just a few minutes ago, updated to 1.9 pre-release 1. According to Mojang, they're aiming for a release of next week, which is kind of surprising, but not so much. A lot of the bugs that have really plagued this these snapshots have been resolved. The server is running at pretty good capacity now. Like we had like 4 or 5 people on earlier and didn't have to restart once, so that's good. Hey, So now On a little bit on the future of the channel. I'm definitely seeing some new subscribers, some new faces, and I want to welcome you guys. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I decided to do this little recap episode because I really don't expect you. I mean, I appreciate it, but I don't expect you guys to go back and watch all the previous videos. So, what my goal is to try to put out 1 or 2 episodes per week. That's really what I would like to do, and it's just a matter of am I seeing views? Am I seeing the comments, likes, subscribers in general? I mean, I don't beg for likes, so if you like it. That'd be awesome. Because it really does show me that you appreciate the time that I do put into these. Um, so that's about it for today. So, um, here soon. You will probably be seeing another episode, and we'll try to have a little bit more focused episodes. That's kind of the reason why I did this one today, is so we could just show off everything that's been done, what I've been working on, odds and ends, and get all that wrapped up so we can start some brand new projects. So keep an eye out for some new videos coming up, and I want to say one more time, I appreciate you. So I hope everyone has a terrific day or night or whatever time it is for you. This is Darth Coonstyle signing out. Bye.